I have something in my eye. The news had announced it in good time. I was too late. The treetops resembled the restless sea, and I looked around my place. Pots, plants, buckets, tools, garden furniture everywhere. As always, kind of disorganized, a little chaotic, and for order-loving outsiders, you know. The bonsais were lined up on the bench in front of my winter garden. They looked pretty. Now I was worried. It's impossible to provide a better overview now. The storm was already here. Life punishes those who come too late. Gorbachev never said it, but it's still mostly true. An uneasy feeling settles in my stomach when I notice that the trees are already leaning quite a bit. I'd rather let go of the thought that the pods could fly into my window straight away. It doesn't make it any better. And then I hear it, the hurricane. It's a little bit like a wild animal that starts growling and then rocks up until it's a real roar. Going out is no longer an option at this point. I'm here in the countryside, and I don't think every tree can withstand this force. My trees seem like they would like to give way. The earth around the roots is lifting slightly, and it saddens me that they will probably fall. As I watch the angry force, I think something is wrong with this picture. I look at the trees and the porch and back again. In a few moments, I find the error. But my brain can't immediately process what it sees. It's a bit like it's taking a step back and being left with a really big question mark. While the trees are being pulled down by the wind, is there no wind on my porch? I shake my head. Double-digit wind speeds. It can't be calm, can it? I walk around the apartment irritated. Can't understand it. And then I go into the bathroom, which is on the other side. The trees are much closer there. Maybe I'll find my answer. And as I open the window, I can hear the angry animal that is out there targeting my trees. It roars so incredibly loud that my ears are ringing, but in the next moment, I can no longer hear that either, because the force of nature takes over my entire thinking. There is no wind in my place. If I would reach out, I could touch it. The storm. My heart starts beating even before my brain understands where we really are. I feel tears welling up. No, not tears of sadness. The revelation just leaves me standing in the window in humility, awe, and wonder. I'm standing right in the eye of the hurricane. After a moment, I wonder if we'll get picked up when the storm disappears again. Like Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz. Who knows? So I just stand there and marvel, as being touched by grace. As the hurricane moves away, I don't take off. Suddenly, it was just over. All my flowers and pots were still there. My little chaos too, but now I could blame it on the storm. Only my 7 feet long box, which I had converted into a parcel box for the postman, was gone without a trace. It is never seen again, and basically disappeared into thin air. Oh, is now in Oz. I love this memory of the hurricane. Easy for me to say because nothing bad happened to me or my loved ones. My love goes out to everyone who experienced hurricanes more devastating. I don't know about you, but my life sometimes has such a storm. Everything threatens to be uprooted somehow. In these moments, We are afraid that we will lose things, and sometimes we may even do so. Things break. Relationships break down. Some things just fall apart, and then we feel like we're kind of unsteady and taking off like Dorothy. And then we just fly around the area and we look very closely, at least that's how it's for me. And then I notice that in this chaos there is a place of silence. In the eye of the hurricane, there is peace. And you can step into this place willingly. You can take a look at the chaos and focus on your breath. Breathe in, breathe out. Simply waiting until the storm is over. You have no say in it anyways. It wouldn't have made any difference if I would have reached out and touched the storm. Not for the storm, not for me either. Sometimes things just slip out of our hands and become such a primal force. And then I can simply decide to keep my hands to myself, not get involved, to take my fingers out of the gears, so to speak, and let life take its course. Because smart people also say chaos is simply there, that life can be rearranged. And then we have to get out of our way, standing, breathing, building blood, splitting atoms, and just trust life. Because life knows what it's doing. I'm absolutely sure that life is always there for you. This chaos is also there for you, so that your life can be rearranged. Letting go isn't easy, but maybe letting go is just not holding on. And then we can simply stand there, watching the chaos, letting it be, and waiting to see what happens when the storm passes. Only then we can see the damage. Only then we can see what really happened. And maybe see the result of the rearrangement too. Some trees have been standing for so long that the roots may no longer be in order. Relationships that no longer work, where the win-win is no longer true, where you have no longer something to give, or where we simply are in the habit of getting stuck in places we should leave. Whether it's a relationship, a friendship, a job, doesn't matter. Life always ensures that something rearranges itself. Maybe you can stand in the storm and be amazed at the power and the force of life's rearrangements. And listen to yourself for a moment. You will find the trust in yourself, in your soul, and in your path. You will find the faith in your life. And even if it doesn't feel like it in the moment, you will know that you are enough. All of a sudden now I feel the weather breathing in the night. All of my emotions are